I'm going to look at bar graphs, double bar graphs, and pictographs in this video, and look at the advantages and the disadvantages of each one. So I'll list my advantages and my disadvantages for a bar graph to begin with. So you can see from this bar graph that it's fairly easy to draw, okay, and compare data values. And one of the advantages of a bar graph is that it's great for when you're counting data or when you're tallying things, that sort of stuff. It's great for, we call that discrete data, anything you can count, 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. So it's great. It's great for this kind of stuff, which kind of leads us into our disadvantages. If you have to show change over time, it's not great for that. Okay. So that's change over time would be continuous data. A bar graph can't show continuous data. Also, another disadvantage here that you can see, it's not great for predicting trends. Okay, it doesn't really do well with predicting trends. So that's a bar graph. Okay, so easy to draw, compare, great for when you want to show data that you've counted. Pictographs are very similar to bar graphs. So, you just kind of use symbols to show the very same thing, and just make sure that that you supply a key that goes along with it. So here I used gold stars to show the number of students with honors, and every gold star represents one student. Okay, so you can see here that an advantage is that it's very visually appealing. Okay, so it's very nice to look at that way. The symbols can kind of relate to the subject. So that's another advantage. Okay. And also, it's still all the advantages of a bar graph relate to a pictograph too. Okay, it's easy to compare values and all that sort of stuff. Where this falls down compared to a bar graph, okay, is that it's harder to draw. That's the main one for a pictograph. All depending on the symbol, especially when it comes to parts of symbols, right? And what does parts of a symbol mean? So that can be it can make it harder to read if you have to show lots of parts of symbols. For example, if I had this star representing 3 students and then I had a third of a star, I mean, how would I even do that, right? It'd be very hard. It'd be very hard to do and very hard to interpret. So that's a pictograph. Double bar graphs are very similar to bar graphs, except that this is great when you're trying to compare 2 sets of data. Okay. So here you can see that I am comparing boys and girls, right? So it's very good at doing that. That's the main reason why you'd use a double bar graph. And again, just like a bar graph, it's easy to draw and interpret. Okay, so those are good things about double bar graphs. On the other side of things, a double bar graph has the same disadvantages uh, as a as the bar graph. Okay, so only good for discrete data. You can't predict values with a double bar graph. Doesn't show change over time. Those sorts of things. So I hope that helps with understanding uh, bar graphs, double bar graphs, and pictographs. Thanks for listening.